Right, it is the 1st of April. Once again, we meet here on Lookuptv Weekend. Thank you so much for making time for the program tonight. And it is the end of a month and the beginning of another. And I do believe that you had a wonderful month and you're also ready for this month of April. My name is Brian Amwai. Let's get started. This are the top stories tonight. Tonight on Lookup Weekend.
Pia nachukua fursa hii kulaani sana kitendo ambacho kimetokea kule Kuisero ambapo tumepoteza Mheshimiwa Stephen Malova ambaye ni MCA wa Kisa East.
Kisa member of County Assembly Stephen Malova stabbed to death after a fight in a political function. Azimio leader Raila Odinga asked President Ruto to vacate office after sharing a link proving his win in the 2022 general elections. And
tunataka tuongee. There is no problem talking, but Honorable Raila Odinga, you must recognize the legitimacy of President William Ruto's government.
No room for handshake. Kenya Kwanza leaders criticize Odinga's tactics to undermine President Ruto's government. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Philista Adundo. Kisa East member of County Assembly, Stephen Malova, has succumbed to stab injuries after being caught in a scuffle with people believed to have links with Huisero MP Christopher Seka. Now confirming the incident, Kakamega County Governor Fernandez Baraza and Senator Boni Halwali said the MCA was killed due to political differences.
Na vita kule Huisero constituency baina ya camp mbili ya mjumbe na MCA amedungwa kisu, ameaga saa hii.
Kakamega Deputy Governor Ayub Savula on Saturday announced the death of Kisa East MCA Stephen Malova. Savula, while addressing residents in Malava, Kakamega at Faruk Kibert's Thanksgiving ceremony, alleged that the MCA was stabbed to death in a confrontation with a local member of parliament. Police in Kakamega are now investigating circumstances that led to the death of Stephen Malova, with irate youth mourning his death, calling on justice to be served. Maloba, who was voted on a Kano ticket, passed away after melee ensued between his supporters and the supporters of the Member of Parliament, Christopher Aseka. It is alleged that goons armed with a knife stabbed the MCA while attempting to block him from addressing the crowd at a political function in the constituency. The gathering is believed to have been convened by the area MP Christopher Aseka.
Number one, Mheshimiwa Deputy President, I was in a very good mood. The boy that I have killed was in my home for breakfast the other day. So my mood is spoiled.
Pia nachukua fursa hii kulaani sana kitendo ambacho kimetokea kule Kuisero ambapo tumepoteza Mheshimiwa Stephen Malova ambaye ni MCA wa Kisa East. Kulikuwa na fujo kule na amedungwa kisu, hivi sasa amelala kule mochari. Na mimi kama gavana wenyu, I want to condemn any act of violence, kwa sababu kama viongozi, ikiwa tuko na tofauti zetu, lazima tuongee kama mandugu na madada without violence. Violence cannot take us anywhere. Na ile jambo ambalo limetokea kule Kuisero ni jambo la kusikitisha sana, and we want to condemn it in the strongest terms possible.
Malova, who was stabbed in the chest, was taken to the Vihiga County Referral Hospital in Bale, where he died shortly after arrival. Away from that, Azimio la Umoja leader Raila Odinga has asked President William Ruto to vacate from office with immediate effect after he released his alleged 2022 August 9th presidential election results. Now, the whistleblower report indicates that he won the election by a huge margin. Odinga now claims he garnered over 8 million votes, which makes 56.9% of the total votes, while President William Ruto garnered 5.9 million votes, translating to 41.7% of the votes. Now, though this through his Twitter account, Odinga has stated that Azimio la Umoja was ripped of its win. Away from that, the ruling coalition, Kenya Kwanza leaders, led by President William Ruto, have once again reiterated that the government will not entertain any form of handshake arrangements with Raila Odinga. Now, the leaders have told off Odinga for undermining President Ruto's regime for selfish reasons. They also want Odinga to respect ambassadors in the country, cautioning him not to drag the diplomats into the murky politics surrounding demonstrations. Our reporter Henry Tende with more.
A Thanksgiving ceremony at Silungai area in Malava that brought together 40 churches drawn from Rift Valley and Western regions presented a fertile ground for heated politics on Saturday. Kenya Kwanza leaders who were here in their numbers, led by the second-in-command Rigathi Gachagua, directing their passionate anger to Azimio leader Raila Odinga, condemning him over his call for demonstrations in the country.
The laws of this country are clear. This is no longer demonstrations. This is post-election violence, mugging, theft, robbery, including robbery with violence. Those are felonies. If they care to look at the penal code, the consequences are extremely heavy. Monday, the government of the Republic of Kenya will assert its authority in protecting life and property and upholding the rule of law. I'm just giving that caution to those young people that it is not going to be business as usual.
Raila has made it clear he will not call off demonstrations until all the opposition demands are met. President Ruto's soldiers have told the former Prime Minister to forget about any hope of a handshake with the head of state, with or without demonstrations.
Tunataka tuongee. There is no problem talking. But Honorable Raila Odinga, you must recognize the legitimacy of President William Ruto's government before we sit down to talk. If you say we are illegitimate, then we have no business talking to you. And I want to beg of our church people, because I saw you talking to Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga. We have no problem with that. Just tell him to recognize that we went to elections, you cast your votes, the votes were counted, they were tallied, results were announced, and a winner was declared.
They also want Odinga to show respect to ambassadors in the country and have demanded that he stops attacking them for not getting involved in the politics surrounding demonstrations.
I want to say, Raila Odinga, you are accusing the international community of abandoning you. You are out of order. Nobody has abandoned you. The international community have now known you. They did not know you. You have been exposed. There before they thought you are a Democrat. You are a human rights crusader. But the events of August 15 at Bomas of Kenya, where all the ambassadors were present, as the public portal was displayed, and they added the votes, and they were convinced that William Ruto won fair and square. The issues you are now raising, the international community has told you off, and you have been exposed. Now you are crying.
Their anger was equally directed towards retired President Uhuru Kenyatta for his conspicuous silence over the happenings in the country. Kenya Kwanza leaders have maintained the retired president is the key financier of Azimio's protests. Odinga has declared the coming protest on Monday a mother of all demonstrations. This, even as the government remains firm, the demonstrations will fizzle out. Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
Now, the ongoing Azimio demonstrations have sustained backlash from business owners who say their businesses continue to incur losses weekly. Now, Cecilia Lubanga did a spot check to assess the aftermath of the protest after 2 protests this week.
It is a tale of constant losses incurred in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, after the Azimio coalition held the 3rd leg of protests. Some business owners have opted to shut down their businesses until calm is realized again. For others, it's an ending war with the high cost of living. Daniel Agunde's business wasn't spared in Thursday's demonstrations.
Walikuja wakabomoa, wakabeba vitu. 1 hour ago ndio polisi wanafika. Hapa around we are surrounded with so many police stations. Unapiga simu hakuna wenye wanafika. After 1 hour wakishaenda ndio mapolisi walifika. So hawakutusaidia.
It's not the first time he is countering losses. This is now endangering his major source of livelihood.
Kama serikali yezi tusaidia. Sisi kama vijana tunaweza jiprotect sisi wenyewe. Tupewe bunduki ama silaha na sisi tuongoje hao wenye wanakuja. Juu sasa serikali imeshindwa.
On his part, goons and thieves continue to take advantage of the ongoing demonstrations to loot and destroy businesses.
They were goons, wenye walikuwa wanaharibu. Siwezi zisema ati maandamano ama niseme nini, but that was after maandamano. So I don't know if after maandamano hiyo ndio maandamano nyingine ya vijana. Labda vijana wako na maandamano yao na serikali pia wako kivyao.
This has become the order of the day for most business owners in Nairobi County ever since the onset of demonstrations that now occur every Monday and Thursday of every week. Most of them are now forced to patch the remaining pieces of their businesses every week.
Thursday's damages costing him up to 210,000 shillings in a business that earns him only up to 6,000 shillings a day.
Saizi hiyo damage yote, hakuna mwanasiasa amefika hapo. Gachagua mwenyewe sijasikia akiongelelea ati tutakompensetiwa. Unaona? Na ingekuwa mali ya mtu maarufu ama nini ungeona kwa social media wapi anataka compensation. Hizi mali zetu hatuja insure. Juu unapata ni loan, ni pesa kidogo, umeanza biashara inaporwa yote. So unaona? So ni hasara, kama ni loan inaenda yote.
It is a narrative shared by several business owners, some too angry to express their predicament. This even comes as the Azimio coalition plans to carry yet another mega demonstrations on Monday.
Those are the alleged repercussions of the ongoing demonstrations. The question that now begs for answers is, will the demonstrations go an extra mile to solve the issue of the high cost of living, or are businesses going to suffer further? Cecilia Lubanga, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
Right, that story by Cecilia takes us to a fast break here on Look Up. We can't don't go too far. We'll be back in a moment.
Sensei Institute of Technology is the home to the best practical courses, giving you a hands-on experience to handle the world. A place to build your skill and see the world in a different perspective. For you to join us, ensure you have your national ID card and be ready to enjoy the ride. Sensei College, my skills, my future.
Hey darling, are we still on for a coffee date?
I'm waiting for you to come and pick me up.
I should be able to pick you in a few.
It's a coffee yogurt date?
It's not just a yogurt. It's royal coffee yogurt.
Flow with the sweet taste of thick and smooth Royal Fresh coffee yogurt. Royal Fresh, the royal taste of freshness.
Are you looking for a renowned institution of academic and professional excellence to kickstart your career? Then join KIPS Technical College, a top NEC, CASNEP, NITA, HRMPEB and KISIM examination center in Kenya, fully accredited by TVET Authority. We offer high-quality hands-on training in engineering, hospitality, tourism, journalism, ICT, business, accounting, hairdressing and beauty, health sciences, community development and foreign languages, and have placed over 26,000 graduates in employment since 1994. Admission for April intake is ongoing. Call 0720813113 or visit any of our 6 campuses located within Nairobi. KIPS Technical College, your sure path to success.
Right, now thank you so much for staying with us. Now, the Azimio coalition is set to conduct the fourth leg of anti-government demonstrations on Monday. This eliciting a lot of mixed reactions from different factions. Tonight on Your Opinion Matters, we ask what your thoughts on the impending demos are.
Linafaa imalizwe. Watu wakae chini waelewane, hii mambo isiendelee tena. I'm a businessman and I do business here. We have lost millions of shillings, a lot of money. Walituvamia, wakaenda na vitu, na bado pia hakuna biashara Kenya on Thursday. Hakuna biashara sana hii eneo. Hakuna biashara Monday na Thursday. Sasa unaona tunapoteza wateja na bado pia tunapoteza mali.
Like a student, because on Monday it kona exam. Na nashindwa, how will it be, because time tunatoka, like for example nafanya exam toka saa 5 mpaka saa 7, alafu ingine inaanza saa 5 mpaka saa 1. So nashindwa hiyo saa 1 nitarudi nyumbani nikiwa salama. That's my question. Alafu another thing, we should work in peace.
Na maana kuna venye inatu affect. Ukiangalia hata mimi hapo mali nafanya kazi nilivunjiwa Thursday hapo kwa maji. Mpaka sasa hivi bado nafanya repair. Yani waache tu bana juu sisi tunaumia.
Bicenta, kitu nilikuwa naomba hao watu wangekuwa tu na ile roho tu, wakuje tu pamoja kama wanaume, wasiangalie tu ati hiyo kifua ndio inaweza maliza hii kitu. Wakuje pamoja, waunganishwe, wa discuss hii maneno ishe, kwa maana hata tunashindwa. Tuko na vitu mingi hapa, tumeharibiwa, wengine tuko na vibanda, wengine tuko na manyumba na watu wametufamia, na hiyo kitu itamaliza hii kitu. Ni kitu kama hao watu wakikuja pamoja, hii kitu itakuwa poa.
Kwa hii maandamano kwenye sikubali, najua kwanza hii ni area nyingine mbaya. Kuna wale unaweza pata kuna waizi, kuna wale wenye wanapigania uchumi naona, na kuna wale wanafanya mambo zao, na kuna wale wako shughuli zao. Sasa hii maandamano si place zote inafaa, lakini inadai juu. Sai gharama bila iko stabonga, juu mimi mwenyewe nauzanga pale nguo, kibanda yangu walibomoa. Mimi mwenyewe napiganga asoli yangu, napiganga kwa barabara, nauza nguo pale. Mimi mwenyewe mpaka nasikia nimeumia na hii maandamano.
Kwanza mimi ni investor hii area Bicenta, na haya mambo yakifanyika hapa nilikuwa hapa, na ile kitu ilifanyika sio mzuri. Sisi kama vijana tunajaribu kuinuka, na kuna baadhi ya viongozi wanaturudisha sisi nyuma. So tungeonelea hawa viongozi wakae chini waelewane. Juu hao wakipigana huko sisi ndio tunaumia. Saa hii sina vibanda. Nilikuwa na vibanda zangu 4 zilewekwa chini na vijana. So hatusikii vizuri, na tungeomba viongozi hii shughuli ya Monday waangalie sisi pia wananchi wa chini. Sasa leo nafikiria mambo yao, pia wasikie mambo yetu pia nafikiria.
All right, now Kapsaret Member of Parliament Oscar Sudi has called on church leaders to hold talks with opposition leader Raila Odinga and urge him to end demonstrations, saying the Kenya Kwanza government is not ready for any handshake. Sudi noted that the government is committed to improving the country's economy, and demonstrations frustrate that mission.
Ukienda Central kila mtu wako kwa shamba. Ukuja Rift Valley kila mtu wako kwa shamba. Ukienda Kenya ile nyingine yote kila mtu wako kwa shamba. Kama unajua uko Nairobi na huna kazi, rudi nyumbani Siaya, enda Bondo, enda upande mahindi, enda upande Kenya inapandwa kwenu, wacha kuja kutuimbia hapa ati chakula irudi chini. Chakula itarudi chini kulingana na mpango ya serikali. Irudishe bei ya vyakula chini, na kila mtu afunge firago zake aende shambani. Hata mimi sasa hivi nikiongea hivi natoka shambani. Si tukichukua wadhamu ya serikali ya uongozi, mahindi ilikuanga korogoro moja 250. Yes. Sasa ni 170. Na bado tutateremsha, na mimi najua ile kitu inakutisha sana. Unajua baada ya mwaka hii ile kitu inaenda kufanyika. Wacha kudanganya wa Kenya. Tulipata bei ya unga ikiwa juu, tulipata bei ya petroli ikiwa juu, tulipata bei ya kila kitu ikiwa juu. Ile kitu tu tunajua bei yake ilikuwa juu, na ilikuwa ni ya kwa nani? Ni ya maneno ya maziwa. Na ndio tumesema pia mwananchi, hii serikali ya Kenya Kwanza inaenda kupanga bei ya maziwa ifike shilingi 60-70 na haitabadilishwa kwa supermarket.
Excuse us. Away from that. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has vowed to continue the fight against illicit brew and substance abuse in the Mount Kenya region. Now, speaking in Kiambu, Gachagua said leaders have a huge responsibility in spearheading the exercise. Anthony Washira with this and more in our county newsroom.
In his quest to end illegal alcohol abuse in Murang'a, Kiambu, Nyeri, Nyandarua and Kirinyaga counties, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, together with leaders from Nyeri County, have said to put up a spirited fight to bring to book illegal brewers and sellers. Gachagua has insisted on the importance of leaders to step up and lead the cause.
We are losing an entire generation. Boys have become zombies. They stay by the roadside. They are drunk. They don't know anything about tomorrow. And I feel pain that we could lose an entire generation.
More than 100 families affected by floods in Naishamunye, Uwaso, Samburu County have been left homeless after floods washed away their households and livestock. While giving aid to those affected, Samburu County Governor Lati Lelalid called on well wishers to help in their different capacities.
Tunaomba pia wafadhili wengine, partners wengine, Good Samaritans na watu wote Kenya waweze kuja kusaidia watu kama hawa. Because hii ni short term, ikinyesha na wapate kusaidiwa, mifugo itarudi na wataweza kujifeed na wenyewe.
Elsewhere, Leisure Project Group has come up with a program to feed students from slums in Nairobi with the name of reducing the number of students who miss school due to hunger.
Tunajaribu kupikia watoto wa shule kwa sababu ndio wameaffectiwa sana, wazazi wao wanakosa vibarua. Tunaweza pia kuwasaidia kuwapea chakula. Wakati mwingine unakuta shule wanafunzi waingii kwa sababu ya pia mambo ya njaa na tukaonelea tuingie kwa hii chama ya project ya Risha so that tunaweza kusaidiana nao ili hawa wanafunzi waweze kukula.
Finally, in Turkana County, Takwel MCA Stephen Educon has submitted a proposal in the county parliament for organizations in that county to put aside 70% job opportunities for the locals and 30% for people from other areas of the country.
There are many NGOs and there is no improvement of the livelihoods of the Turkana people. That means there should be something amiss. We are saying if there are vacancies or positions to be given to the Turkana nation. When I talk of Turkana nation, I'm referring to the Turkana residents.
Anthony Washira, Lookuptv.
Let's get sporty tonight. National rugby team Shujaa has lost a total of 3 games